Imagine if there was a way to know exactly which videos to make for YouTube to get more views and to get more subscribers. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite tools called the vidIQ channel audit tool, because it really makes it easy to know exactly which videos to make. And there's a lot of details in here that a lot of people don't know about. So I have 7 tips that I haven't really shared anywhere before, and I'm going to be breaking all of those down in this video. But if we're just meeting, my name is Sean Cannell. I'm the co-author of the #1 best-selling book, YouTube Secrets, and my passion is helping you go further, faster, and build your influence with online video. So hit the like button if you're fired up for the content today, and let's dive straight into this. If you haven't started using vidIQ yet, I've partnered up with them for this video to bring you some training. It's a tool that I use for YouTube that I've been using for the past, since they began. I've been on YouTube for over 10 years, and I've been loving this tool. So what you want to make sure you do is you can go to vidIQ.com/think, and we actually have a special 30-day trial, but there's even a free version that you can get that you absolutely need to get installed, but you can get a 30-day free plan on any of the paid plans. And we're going to be looking at some of those details here. But the key is you're going to want to install the vidIQ Vision app on Google Chrome. So I hope you're using Google Chrome. If you search in the Chrome web store for the vidIQ Vision app, that's where you can get this really cool dashboard. And so this is what the channel audit tool is. First, once you have it installed and you're all signed up, and of course there's links in the description down below, on the left side inside of your YouTube studio is a bunch of cool new little options: competitors, most viewed, trend alerts, channel audit, achievements, and the vidIQ Academy. And that depends on which level of vidIQ you have. We're looking at the channel audit tool. So that's what this is right here. And so let me know in the comments if you've ever looked at this before and if you're already using vidIQ. But here's the big idea. What gets measured gets improved. The famous leadership expert and management expert Peter Drucker said that because he knew that in order to succeed in anything, business, life, your health, and of course YouTube, you need to actually make data-driven decisions. Like if you're not measuring and seeing if what you're doing is working, then how do you know if it's really working, and how can you make an educated decision next time? So what we're looking at is a way to make analytics simple. And don't we need that? Like, have you ever gone to your YouTube analytics and just been like, what is this? Like, what does this all mean? The channel audit tool is a way of simplifying down all of what happens in YouTube analytics to tell you exactly what to do next when it comes to your content. So here's my first tip for you out of 7 tips: content to double down on. And so right in this first section, again, once you're inside of analytics and you have vidIQ installed, what you're going to be able to do is just click on channel audit, and you're going to have content to double down on. So it makes it simple. It's telling you which videos have the most views per hour. This is the dream of YouTube. That's your view velocity. And so I'm looking at some videos that are actually a little bit older for me, which is good because it's telling me go back and talk about starting a YouTube channel, or how to make YouTube videos from scratch, or royalty-free music. So what my takeaway is what video should I make next? Like, which next smart video should I make that could maybe be a part 2 to one of the videos I've already made? That's one of the best ideas you could possibly do. If you have a successful YouTube video right now, make a part 2, right? Then it also tells you like which ones are getting the highest engagement rate. I did a video about the fear of other people's opinions, and that video was resonated. Maybe you saw it about, haters and things going on in the comments. Well, it should not be surprising, but I'm seeing here with the channel audit tool, okay, man, there was a lot of engagement on that. So maybe sometimes it's not all about views. It's about depth. It's about connection. It tells you which videos have the most views, which ones have gained the most subscribers. And this is one of my favorite things. Right above my little picture-in-picture here, I have selected the different competitors that I want to study, so I can actually look for, okay, right now my time frame's the past 60 days. What are the top videos by my competitors in the last 60 days? And we'll come back to that in a little bit, because I might want to kind of ride on my point of view on something that's trending. Maybe I do tech, right? So you look at like, oh, should I cover the new AirPods? Everything that we're doing here is about getting insights to make data-driven decisions. Now, another thing that's kind of cool in here is you can always click view more and actually see a whole list of your top 20 here. And then it's also telling me top number 2 in watch time, number 1 in views, and number 4 in watch time. So I'm just getting a lot of different data using the channel audit tool, which brings me to tip number 2 is inside of this tool, we want to look at top search terms, okay? And so we love it because YouTube, of course, is a search engine, second largest search engine in the world. And if we go here on the left side of the screen, you could see top search terms. Now, this is amazing because it's letting me know how many views I've gotten from this search term, how many minutes watched, and my time frame right now is the past 60 days. And again, thinking about how could I maybe do a part 2. It's always about what is the next strategic video that I should make. I definitely got to jump on best camera for YouTube. I mean, man, G100 out now, Sony ZV-1 out now, new cameras dropping. So we definitely need like a 2020 update. So it's like seeing that, okay, how to edit videos for YouTube. And if you've ever been in that place like me, where you're like, man, what video should I make next? But I don't want to waste my time. I want to invest the best time, the best energy. If I'm going to put a lot of energy into editing and research and study. So it's letting me know, this is interesting, Canon G7X Mark II, because that's a really old camera. But even in light of some of the new cameras, my friends Benji and Judy, they saw the new Sony ZV-1 and they're still like, you know what? We're going to stick with the G7X Mark II because the lens is not wide enough. So I'm kind of getting an insight right now as I talk to you like, oh man, I need to jump on that conversation. That should be the next strategic video I should make. And my friends, you know how important it is to be staying focused right now, punching fear in the face and creating content. And so, but you want to be making the right video ideas when it comes to getting the most traction possible and building up a library where there's already some authority. Guess what? Usually your most popular video is probably driving the most subscribers, and those subscribers probably want to see more of that type of video. And the channel audit tool just helps you have like a laser to know exactly which video to make. All right, tip number 3, end screen and card click rates. So I hope you're using end screens and YouTube cards. So what we could do here is we could see these end screen click rates and the card click rates, but this one's really a kind of a good insight that I noticed when I was looking at this is for me, and I think this is a trend you could apply immediately. Like even if you don't have vidIQ, you can apply some of the insights you're going to learn in this video. And I got some fire tips coming up. But you've got which type of end screens are working best. All right. So at the end of a video during the last 20 seconds, the video is working best. What that means is when we give a call to action to a specific video. Playlist is second, which is typically when we give a call to action to a specific playlist. Recent upload, channel, which is we have a little screen. Do people want to click subscribe? Best for viewer, which oftentimes in the past I've taught YouTube will recommend the best video for the viewer, and that'll most likely get the most clicks. But this is why you got to measure your data. No, the top one, really by far, is video. So what does that mean? It means that when you finish a video and you give a call to action with the end screen on the screen so the person can click to a strategic next video. That's what we do. Like, hey, if this is a great USB mic, but if you don't have a good camera, what good is the mic? Click right here on the screen to go see our series on the best cameras for YouTube. The most people are clicking when we give a specific call to action, but you can't just give any call to action. And that makes sense. So that's actually insight to say what we're doing is working. You know what I mean? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and it's not working. But how do you know if it's working? That's why I love the channel audit tool, because it sort of gives you in a one, we're time starved. I'm sure you are like me. You got stuff to do. I got a baby on the way. Like you got stuff to do. And so it's just in a one pager, like what should I be doubling down on? And I got a meeting with the Think team coming up. Like we'll talk about this and like, hey, let's do this even better. And then The card click rates, it says poll has been getting the most engagement, except for it's a bummer because polls are going away. That's where you can say, hey, click the card and let me know what you think, or yes or no, and do kind of a survey. Unfortunately, those are going away. Playlists, associated website, video, or collaborator, and it tells you again which cards are most effective. And of course, that's going to be heavily influenced by you actually giving calls to action to the card, you know, like you actually saying, hey, click the card right now if you want to go watch that next thing. If you're getting value, smash the like button or lightly touch the like button. And let's get into tip number 4. And so tip number 4 is look for themes and patterns. Look for themes and patterns. All right. So inside of here, I want to look for themes, whether that's on content to double down on, and it's telling me to double down on content, whether that's in even content that could use some work. Okay, what should I maybe stop doing? And that's what I love about this, right? It's simple. Content to double down on, do more of this. Content that could use some work, don't do this. Like, thank you, vidIQ, appreciate it. And so what are themes and patterns? This is interesting. And we kind of had a feeling this would happen, but the lowest views, you know, we've been getting here, of course, an announcement video for our conference. Still hope you come. It's a virtual event, growwithvideolive.com. Check it out. But you know, it's like a promotional video. So like, of course, that's not going to do great. Time management, the worst video was kind of off brand, and we're getting more on brand here on Think Media. A lot more tech, a lot more camera tutorials, and a lot of that kind of stuff's going on Think Marketing. Could have predicted that one. Also knowing that some stuff is going to be super niche, like this is a very niche Final Cut tutorial, but we're all about the long game here. So I'm never worried about just the short game. So you got to know why you're doing what you're doing. But there may be a few things in here to be like, you know what, let's just not do that. Or what can we learn from the videos that haven't done as well? And so the tip though is ask yourself this: what are the themes and patterns of the types of videos you should make? You know, when it comes to velocity, really, if you want to simplify this whole thing, we should remake all top 20 of these videos. The videos that are getting views per hour, especially because these videos are getting views per hour and a lot of them are older. So one of our most popular series right now is how to make a video on your smartphone. This video is coming up on 1 million views. I definitely think we could do a part 2, or maybe a niche smartphone, like specific phones, or specific, you know, drill down on iPhone or Android. I think some of the things of like lighting that we can see in here could be interesting, budget lighting. So ask yourself, what are the themes and patterns? What are the different things I'm noticing, and which smart video should I make next? Tip number 5, and this one's really powerful, is switch up the time frame. So I've been looking at the last 60 days, but what you want to do is check this little box. A lot of people don't know about this. Limit the time frame. Now I'm going to say just limit to videos in the last 60 days. It changed the videos because this now tells me what have I made recently, or what have we made at Think Media recently that has been popular. Sony ZV-1, even without it being a very wide lens by the time you add all the image stabilization and everything else, is still a really hot camera right now. So we got a couple videos coming out on that. Like that's smart, you know, like wisdom is wisdom, right? And we can look through here at other things that are doing the best. But of course, now once you've limited the time frame, now you can check out every category in terms of just in that time frame. So sometimes your most popular YouTube videos become so popular they almost eclipse your most recent uploads. So limiting the time frame is super smart to look for insights into what could I double down on with a part 2 in light of what I've done recently. Now, if we go, it's been a crazy last 60 days overall. In the last 60 days, massive growth, massive subscriber gain. We've kind of dipped in the last 30, but nevertheless, the last 30 is a really good time to limit the time frame and really look. See, now we're really getting niche into maybe less videos. What are some of the ones that have the total watch time? And we can look at our most recent uploads. So looking at the limited time frame in the last 30 is a great window of time. And then again, all of this could apply to things like what have competitors uploaded in the last 30 days. Now, I have handpicked these competitors to sort of study people that are in a similar niche. And what's cool is you can add and click on and click off the different competitors. And I'll show you how to set that up in just a second, because I actually think that's one of the most powerful ways to use all this. But that actually brings me to tip number 6, which is top videos by competitors. What are the top videos by competitors? And why does that something that you would even ask? Well, I mean, for a lot of reasons. One, I think there's wisdom in just saying, what are other people doing? What kind of topics are they covering? Especially in tech, there's so much stuff to cover. So sometimes we'll look and say, oh, I didn't even know that was coming up. Or I want to shorten my learning curve by listening to the research of somebody else in my niche that has done 30 hours of research and compressed it into a 5-minute video. It's just going to help you speed up. But the other thing is truly the power of suggested videos. I think of suggested videos sometimes when like a video by a competitor is like a freight train that has a lot of view velocity and speed. And if I can make my take on it, I'm not going to copy the video, but I'm going to make my take on it. I'm going to title similarly, tag similarly maybe, and then give my point of view. It's like a grappling hook. Like, come on, Indiana Jones. It's like your Indiana Jones whip, and the train is going by, and you're like, you want to like jump on that thing and then pull some views off of what your competitors are potentially doing. And so what's kind of cool about that is over here, you can also click competitors. See, I've got different channels on here, and I can toggle them on or off. And one of the most powerful things about vidIQ is actually the web-based app. So I hope you're logging into the web-based app where you can look in the background here and not only get all these dashboards. So this is where you would go to vidIQ.com or app.vidIQ.com. And so on my competitors tab, I'm able to look at which channels are trending up and look at who's getting views, and I could just click things on and off. Like I got video influencers on there, like how's Daryl doing or what's Roberto up to, and so looking through and just barely beating Justin Brown from Primal Video out. And obviously there's kind of a mix of tech meets YouTube advice in here right now. And you can add these on and off and even look at like subscribers or videos. But again, I'm interested most as it pertains to the channel audit tool as to what videos are trending. I love this video from Sunny because it was really talking about, it's just being real and raw, and it was not overproduced. And this is like an insight I was getting. Like she's speaking to some of the issues that matter right now, being bold, raising her voice. I really respect that. And so I was like, and it really resonated. And then, hey, listen, I read the comments and someone said the reason this stood out to me was because it was not an overproduced thumbnail. It was just a real and raw thumbnail. I'm paying attention to that kind of stuff. Like, see, I saw that, read that, thought, okay, like what could I learn from that? Maybe as soon as I'm feeling it and I've gathered my thoughts, about maybe whatever is happening in the world, let me just hit record on my phone and try something different. I just got that because I'm paying attention. And I love it because when you use the right tools, they can help you stay on top of all this kind of information. Is this valuable? Let me know in the comments if this kind of strategy is valuable. And we'll talk about that next tip in just a second, because the next one you're really going to love. So I'm seeing all these different video ideas from competitors and whatnot. But again, if you haven't started using all this, vidIQ.com/think. You can get a free trial on any of the paid plans. Link in the description down below. Here's what you need to see too, because people wonder like, what's the difference of the plans? And so there's really 2 plans I would recommend. One is the Pro plan, because that gives you the keyword research tool. And we'll talk about that in a future video. We won't even go there today. Top trending videos, some other things. Really love that. And you could track 6 competitors. Okay. I use Boost, and Boost can track 20 competitors. So that's one of the reasons why I love that. You can use a lot of the other tools here, and, try out vidIQ, or even if you use the free version, you can use the channel audit tool. I think that you just have a limited number of results. When you have a paid plan, you get the full stack of that. So you can learn more about that. Again, vidIQ.com/think. But let's check out this final tip, which is pretty huge. What practical things should I fix and update? This is something I really love because, especially at the speed of life, You know, there's so much to do. And so what practical things should I fix and update? Let me give it a good time range here. We're going to go 90 days, and I'm going to think in terms of like, okay, let me go clean my YouTube channel up. There's a to-do for you. Clean your channel up. Fix some end cards, create some playlists, update your homepage. It's spring cleaning. Come on, summer here in the US when we're recording this. But how can I go clean my channel up? And I may have just had a little freeze screen here, so let me come back to you. So how can I clean my channel up? What's cool is that YouTube is going to, vidIQ and the channel audit tool is going to tell you your most important things to be updating. And it'll let you know like, oh, this doesn't have an end screen. This doesn't have, you know, a playlist that you should add this video to a playlist. And these things can be very popular and or very important, and they can oftentimes be overlooked. So we'll go in the last 30 days. So average metrics on the last 30 days, couple things. Your title length is too long. Now, here's my personal opinion as far as title length. Well, look, I clicked on it and it's telling me which titles are too long, 89 characters, 73 characters. Now, my personal opinion is that I don't mind breaking the title length rule, but that's what's powerful about this, right? You can just click on it and it's going to show you. And here's why. It's mainly because your titles will get cut off depending on where people are reading them. So my philosophy is that the beginning of the title needs to be fully read within, let's say, 60 characters, but that for the power of keywords and fully making the title searchable or fully exhaustively covering what the title is about, I do not mind breaking the rule. But here's the key. It's good to know what rules are, like keeping your titles between 20 and 60 characters. And then if you're going to break them, you're breaking them intentionally and not accidentally because you're just being sloppy. So your description length, you're probably cutting corners in your description. Hey, if you use the channel audit tool right now, you might be like, oh shoot, I got some work to do, right? You know, so how are your descriptions doing? Typically, we have massive value. This is the tip to write down, my friend. Your description should be a blog post. Like, it should be well written. It should be detailed. It should be organized. And when it comes into what has weight in terms of like video SEO, title has the most weight, description has the next most weight, and tags have the least weight. So it's almost more important to be having tags in your description than it is to even have tags. Both are important, and you never want to keyword stuff. So that's why you're writing out keyword-rich, well-written words for humans and words for the algorithm. Of course, your tag length, we're always killing. Come on, you know your boy out here at Think Media is going to be killing the tag length. Playlist is a big one that I've been slacking on. And so we'll do a whole video about playlists in the future. You know, this video is added to one playlist. I need to overhaul our whole playlist strategy. So I love this. This is going to help. See how powerful this is. It gives me a snapshot. These are like, get these videos in playlists. Get these videos in more playlists, not just indiscriminately, but very strategically. So tip number 7 is, what practical things should I be updating, right? And then actionable SEO. I hope you get your SEO up. It's good to see. I would hope that Sean Cannell would have a green across the board on the practical SEO. So we're killing that. But a lot of times that might be an area that I would recommend you grow in if you're weak there. But items to improve on, add cards to your videos. That's true. There's definitely some videos lacking cards. Sometimes videos without end screens, man, 0. Hey, that's a cool score. Custom videos without thumbnails. You know, vidIQ has a whole team of developers. Sometimes these things, there's like a glitch or whatever, because these do have custom thumbnails. But this will at least point to you, at least give you, you could see these all have custom thumbnails, and it just doesn't see that they have custom thumbnails. Could be maybe when we uploaded them or whatever, but you know, no big deal. Just a nice audit. It's a quick channel audit to know what to do. And then videos not in playlists. This one's huge for me, right? And so anyways, Let me know what your questions are. And it also tells you your posting schedule. How many videos are you posting each week? We've been at an average of 5. It's been crazy over here, y'all. I'd love to hear your thoughts about our posting schedule at Think Media lately. But as soon as like the lockdown happened and the pandemic happened, we were like, man, it's time to create content. Creators create. Potatoes potate. Haters hate. Okay. So we've been doubling down. And so I'd love to hear what you think about our posting schedule, and then maybe what questions you have in the future about vidIQ and about channel strategy. And so hit the like button if you got value out of this video. And then, of course, to check out vidIQ, check out the link in the description below and grab a free plan, because you can kind of test drive it and apply not just the channel audit tool, but over the next couple weeks and months, I'm going to be bringing you some more videos. I love the keyword tool, time of day, talking about the web-based app, some more strategic stuff around trending videos, and so a lot of other cool things. Glenn says onions onionate. That's true. Onions are always so oniony. It's a fact, man. Patrick, appreciate you. Mr. Romantic, thanks for being here. And thanks so much for being a part of the Think Media community. And if you want to, if you got value out of this video, hit the like button and click or tap the screen to check out 5 things I wish I knew when starting YouTube. That's a no miss video. Or if you want to see another video from Think Media, click or tap the screen right there. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I will see you in the next one. Appreciate you.